Okay, this song, the Aran Man, is based on what was allegedly a favourite story of James Joyce's, because it is said he thought it illustrated the love of sons for their fathers and the vanity of women. A thought which might very well get him cancelled in the modern era, but I imagine if he ever did say it, it was probably firmly with tongue in cheek. Anyway, it concerns someone, I imagine in the 19th century, the late 19th century, perhaps, coming across from the Aran Islands in the west of Ireland and experiencing for the first time the great cosmopolitan city of Galway, the Aran Man. The Aran Man set out to cross the restless sea, to see the world and wonder at whatever there might be. The sun shone on the water as he felt the rise and fall of the great Atlantic Ocean. He watched his island home grow small, and at last he leapt out upon the shingle strand, and the breakers broke about his feet. He pulled his curragh to the land, and as he stood there weary upon the rocky shore, he gazed across the heaving sea to Inishmaan and Inishmore. Out there before him, as in the hollow of a hand, his life and all his memory lay a distant land. At last, with sighs and sorrows, he gathered up his pack and turned to face the shadows that lay along his track. He hadn't gone but 10 miles when the night began to fall, and he lay down to sleep beneath the shelter of a wall. And all around was silence and the strangely scented air, and he awoke all fearful. He had drowned as he lay there. At last came morning light, and he shivering arose and shook off all the cold and damp still clinging to his clothes. And then a voice behind him said, "You're not from these parts. If you want a lift to Galway town, hop up upon this cart." And so he took his place amongst the shining churns, and marvelled at the foreign lands that lay round every turn. And as he crossed into the city, he let slip moans and sighs at the dogs and the pikes and the people that passed before his eyes. Galway town, the smell of porter and of horses filled the streets. Soldiers and constabulary, chancers and the cheats. Like a stray dog, the Aran Man was fearful of it all, till he found himself distracted as he passed a market stall. For there lay a pool of water, or a piece fallen from the sky, and as he looked a little closer, someone looked back into his eye, and he felt his heart beat faster, and a roaring filled his ears. Father, 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 I never thought I'd find you here. I thought I saw you once at the bottom of a well. Father, 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 until the bucket fell. And so he murmured softly, forgetful of his place, until at last he raised his head to see a laughing face. Says it, the picture's yours, and you must keep it for your wife. No, no, cried he, 'tis father, and I must keep it with my life. And so his eyes all streaming, he held it to his breast, and he ran out of Galway town and headed for the west. Well, his wife, she met him scornfully, saying, what's that you've got there? You said it is a secret that I can never share. And he kept it always by him, and when he thought he was unseen, he would gaze at it and wonder, whatever could it mean? But his wife, she watched him jealously, and one day she saw her chance and seized the secret from his coat, and given it just one glance. It's just a hag, she cried, and then she threw it down. He cried, only father, father, as it shattered on the ground. He cried, only father, father, as it shattered on the ground.